Hey all, and welcome back for another paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be delving through a 12,750 square foot mansion and church located on a 9-acre property just off of US Route 287 in Townsend, Montana, now acting as a popular wedding and event venue, and rumored to harbor enough ghostly phenomena to warrant it recognition as one of the most paranormally active places in the state. Are you prepared to explore the history and hauntings of the Cook Mansion? Historically, in 1907, one Andrew Braid Cook would purchase the Flying U Ranch, on whose lands he would begin to develop his prize-winning Hereford cattle herd. Circa 1912, he would transfer his operation to just north of Townsend, while purchasing 3 separate ranches, being the Dunleavy and Rorvig ranches, which sat on the outlet of Confederate Creek, and the Bedford Ranch on the west end of the river. And in 1914, he would begin construction of the Cook Mansion on what was previously Dunleavy lands. Over the years, Cook would purchase a number of additional ranch properties until 1928, when a major lawsuit would force him to sell his herd. Sadly, the old rancher would pass on just a month later, following which time his business would be picked up by his son, Frank Hervey Cook, who would continue to operate on a much smaller scale. Frank would eventually marry one Lena Sally Gosnell Finley, who tragically would perish to a heart condition in 1933. In 1953, a good portion of the Cook Mansion property was flooded amidst the creation of the Canyon Ferry Reservoir, resulting in the structure's relocation to its present-day site. And to further the Cook family's rather dark zeitgeist, on November 22nd of 1970, Frank was murdered in the front yard of their family domicile in what was suspected to be a robbery. In 1999, Cook Mansion was purchased by Sandy and Steve Rose, who would transform the expanse into a bed and breakfast called the Canyon Ferry Mansion. And through the early 2000s, the couple would also purchase a former Roman Catholic chapel, which they would have moved to the site. Today, this prestigious property stands again as the Cook Mansion and is operated as a popular wedding and events venue, offering bride and groom's cabins, breathtaking lawns and gardens, a covered bridge, and sweeping views of encompassing picture-perfect landscapes. Chillingly, local legend tells the entirety of the Cook Mansion is haunted by a number of presences, some tied to the Cook family, others to the implanted chapel, and both staff and guests have reported a range of otherworldly happenings, including extreme cold spots, ghostly piano music that emanates from thin air, phantom cigar smoke, objects spied moving on their own, and the sensations of being watched, followed, touched, or even grabbed by a presence unseen. A beautiful female entity has been spied wandering the garden. The full-bodied apparition of a teenager has been encountered crying on the stairs, and down the front drive, many have described spotting old cars that turn in, only to disappear upon approach. Several informal investigations of the grounds have yielded high EMF levels, eerie EVPs, and orbs, shadowy figures, and strange mists in photography and video. And within the chapel, a pair of ghostly glowing eyes has been known to appear suddenly, startling those nearby with a soul-piercing glare. Lastly, a ghost believed to be that of Frank Hervey Cook himself has been encountered across Cook Mansion, appearing in the backgrounds of wedding photos, and even interacting with select living at great lengths before fading into nothingness. Thanks for joining us on this paranormal pit stop. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night.